Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chelsea Career Mode series. My name is Ash, you'll know me as Brom18. Today it is episode 3 and my oh my have we got a big one for you. Lots of big games coming up, including AC Milan at home, Manchester City at home and Liverpool away, on top of a whole host of other games as well. So it's a really clinical episode today as we continue our campaigns in both the Premier League and also the Champions League. For those of you who are new to the series, welcome along. I would advise you go and watch episodes 1 and 2 first before coming on to this one. They're very good, in my opinion, and there's lots that happen, so do go and check them out. Before we do get into the first game against AC Milan, I just want to let you know that this episode is brought to you by my Patreon. Go and check out my Patreon, the link is down below. On there you can get access to a whole host of fantastic perks, such as my FIFA 23 custom tactics package, with deep dives on every tactic that we cover on the channel, as well as behind the scenes videos, early access to videos, exclusive tactics videos, Discord server access, and a whole host more as well. Really worth it, in my opinion, and it's a great way to support the channel and get some extra perks at the same time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell if you haven't done so already, and with that being said, let's get into it. So as we come into this today then, this is how it currently stands in the Champions League with this game against AC Milan. Been a bit of a rocky start, but I have simmed the majority of games other than the last one against Zagreb. We've drew 3 and won 1, so we are unbeaten in the group, but there's still a little bit of work to do. So we do need to win this game against Milan today in order to kind of stand a chance of guaranteeing qualification. Before we do get into the game, I'll just let you know we're going to talk about a lot of things today. We'll cover the Youth Academy, we'll start to cover transfers as well as contracts for the players who are currently here. A whole lot to get through, but first things first, I want you guys to get at me in the comment section because I want to know what the first team was that you have started career mode with. So what is the very first career mode that you have either done or you are going to do if you've not yet got the game? Please do let me know. I'm really interested to find out kind of the saves that you guys are doing and how you like to play. So let me know in the comment section down below and I will do my best to get back to you. So before we do get into this game, I should probably tell you that we played a few games in between the last episode and this one, and I did play all of them as well. So let's go through them. First things first, there was the cup game against Crystal Palace. A little bit tight towards the end. We did manage to get the win in the end. I did a bit of a Gareth Southgate and made 3 subs in the 86th minute because they were best penalty takers, because I was expecting it to go to penalties, but then Hakim Ziyech stepped up out of nowhere and managed to get the goal late on as a substitute. So that was really pleasing for us, and that does send us through to the quarter-final of the League Cup, in which we do play against Tottenham away. So that is a very big game. Then we had the game against Aston Villa, which was a 1-0 win. A very tight game. We were very unlucky. We scored a good goal, and we also had one that was denied by Frederick Gilbert off the line as well, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That was very unlucky, but nevertheless it was a very good win, another clean sheet. Then we went into this game against Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League. Unfortunately, a 1-1 draw. A couple of nice goals scored by both teams, but from both us and them as well. They were very nicely well worked. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough to break through and get the win. Then we went on to Newcastle United, a 2-2 draw in the end. Again, that one was a little bit disappointing, but we did only sim that game, which is why ultimately there was a bit of a risk taking that one. And then we rounded it off with this game away to Brentford. Again, we did make hard work of it with a 2-1 win, but we managed to get the winner late on thanks to Mason Mount after some phenomenal pressing from both Connor G and Aubameyang. Led Reece James in, who was in a brilliant position further up the field helping that press, and he laid it off to Mason Mount, and it was a really nicely well worked goal. And so with regards to the Premier League table, it leaves it looking like this. Very much neck and neck between us and Liverpool. Manchester City also in there as well. So really 3 of the teams that you would expect to be at the top. Wolves also up there, challenging a little bit for those Champions League places. And then the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United and Tottenham kind of bringing up the rear there. So it's been a really positive start to the season, and hopefully we can keep it going. As I mentioned, we do have Tottenham away in the Cup. Disappointing not to have got an easy draw with the likes of Newport County, Cov and Bournemouth all in there as well. Bournemouth and Newport, one of those will be in the semi-finals, which is pretty mad in itself. But nevertheless, we're very much looking forward to that one. So with regards to the lineup for this game against Milan today, this is how we're going. We've reverted back to that 3-4-3 as I'm trying to get used to it a little bit more, and we're trying to cram in more of those attacking midfielders. We've got a lot of them and not many strikers, so we have to bear that in mind. Unfortunately, the likes of both Ben Chilwell and Reece James a little bit tired, as is Mason Mount, so those guys have been dropped, as of course we do have that game against Manchester City in a couple of days' time to think about as well. So the likes of Pulisic and Cucurella come out onto the wing-back positions. Thiago Silva getting a run out as well, as does Kai Havertz. I know a few of you will be kind of getting at me in the comment section saying, why isn't Kai Havertz starting more? I know, but at the end of the day, we've got a lot of players in these positions. Sterling, Connor G, we've got Mason Mount up there as well, Ziyech. We can't fit them all in. And I'm really trying to push Connor G at the moment because this guy is just so good and I want him to be one of the best here at the club. So, you know, I'm going to try and push him as much as we can. But he gets a start today. So that is the most important thing. Hopefully he can impress. You'll also have noticed that I have now changed the difficulty to world class. That is because I am testing out some sliders, and some of you will kind of see what we were doing in my recent video testing Spoonie Pizzas' sliders. So as a result, I'm wondering whether or not it is better to have it on world class with these sliders. We've also got the situation where we've changed it to 4 minutes halves instead of 5, so we're going to see how that one goes. Oh, this is a bit of a battle. Theo Hernandez and Christian Pulisic bounces off Fofana. Brahim Diaz finds Ibrahimovic with a little bit of space. And a good save from Mendy at his near post. Right, so his corner then. Still trying to get used to corners, I'll be honest. Still trying to get used to how they work. Oh, that will do. Oh, unlucky. Good save from Mike Maignan. It's a good header from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That gives us another corner. Aubameyang again on the end of that, and another save from Maignan. Some confusion, and he manages to collect in the end. Leao, he's got really good pace. Looks across it in. Ibrahimovic is there, hits the post, and comes back out to Brahim Diaz. Leao again. Does the attack sustain? It's very unlucky from them. Nicely well worked, and away. But you see, that's one of the reasons we're trying it on world class, because as you can see, on legendary, there's no way Rafael Leao ever crosses that ball. He would just cut back and pass it on the inside, and it's just so like brain numbing. Whereas on world class, they actually play more realistically, which is why we are testing it out on that. Havertz looks to go out wide to Cucurella. Cucurella looks at angle his run. Can he get that through to Sterling now? Yes, he can. And this is an opportunity. Raheem Sterling comes on his right foot. And what a finish that is. Raheem Sterling in the 74th minute sends us into the lead. 1-0 it is. And that is a lovely, lovely goal. Really nice build-up play from Cucurella and Sterling together. He inverts from that left-hand side. Cuts onto his right foot. A lovely little skip over the top of Tomori's leg. And just bends it in with that right foot. Really, really nice goal. Couple of substitutions. Armando Broja is on for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Trevor Chalobah is on for Koulibaly, who was very, very tired. Oh, send through Hernandez down the left-hand side. This is not what we want. This is not what we want. Well done for Fofana. Get it away, Kante. He does so, and that is the victory. 1-0 in the end. We were made to work hard for it, but we get it just about. Good chances for AC Milan, but we managed to just about work our way to those 3 points. Really, really good. It leaves the standings looking like this. It means we only need a draw in our next game against Salzburg in order to guarantee qualification. But we want to top the group, you know, to give us the best kind of opportunity to get seeded into the round of 16 draw. So hopefully Zagreb can do us a little bit of a favour and do something against Milan. Fofana says he appreciates the games he's getting. I'll tell you one thing, you guys aren't seeing it on the highlights probably, but this guy is playing absolutely unreal. He has been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. He's so good. He really has not put a foot wrong so far. So we come into this game against Manchester City, and a couple of changes to the lineup. Reece James and Ben Chilwell return, as does Mason Mount as well. Cucurella back into centre-back in place of Thiago Silva. I'll tell you one thing, Kai Havertz, he needs to step up and quick, because he's not playing well at all. That last game against Milan, that was the worst game of the career mode so far from a player. He is really not playing well, and he ain't getting opportunities if he keeps playing that badly. I did consider utilising the 3-4-1-2 because it does give us a little bit more on the counter attack, but I'm thinking at home perhaps we should be looking to kind of control the possession a bit more, and this 3-4-2-1 does allow us to do that a little bit more effectively than what the 3-4-1-2 does. So we are going to stick it out with that. You will have also noticed that I'm having much more success with it now, and part of the reason is because I've actually changed the instructions and the roles a little bit. Kante is now a CM instead of a defensive midfielder, and it does just give us a little bit more support. I will probably do a video pretty soon covering these tactics if they continue to be successful, so do just keep an eye out for that, because I know some of you will ask, where are the tactics? Massive game, of course, second against third. If Manchester City do win this, then they do have the opportunity to go top of the table as well. So this is a really, really big one earlier on in the season. James. Aubameyang showing for it. Mason Mount, that's a good ball. Oh, there it is. What a start to this game. 8 minutes in and Mason Mount gets us underway. Just a bit of space out of nowhere. It really does come out of nowhere. They kind of fall asleep a little bit, do Manchester City. And it gives us a fantastic opportunity. Look at that. We've got 4 players there and no one's really picking them up, which is a little bit disappointing, I have to say. But Mason Mount steps up big time. Not the best of finishes. We have a look here. It's not in the corner. Perhaps Edison should do a little bit better. But it is a goal. And it is 1-0. Koulibaly. Oh dear, oh dear. Haaland has pressed him out there. That's not great from me. Was trying to just work it out. Foden forces a good save from Mendy. James looking to go in. Conte. Mount. Back to Conte. Chilwell's free at the back post and he's got him as well. Ben Chilwell! Oh, he caught that really sweetly. And it's a good save. Oh dear, oh dear. Sending through Haaland. He's surely going to score. He doesn't, but Cancelo does on the rebound. Just that burst of acceleration. Absolutely deadly, isn't it? It really is. Koulibaly caught napping. Oh dear, oh dear. And Mendy makes a fantastic save. A Cancelo, who for some reason he's playing at right wing all of a sudden, is there to tap in the rebound. Just beats out Ben Chilwell to it. And as always, that is always the danger, isn't it, with Haaland? Oh, Mahrez. Bit of space. Koulibaly does well. He's strong. Conte. That's nice build-up play to get out of that press quickly. Jorginho looking for the sub of Hakim Ziyech. And he's got the pace of Rodri as well. He's going to have to go on his own here. Oh! It might just be an own goal. It is, because Hakim Ziyech is the one off celebrating. And there it is. He goes on his own. And late on he may have just snatched the winner against Manchester City. Look at that. Scenes are absolutely brilliant. Delirium here at Stamford Bridge. Just goes on his own. He's got the beating of Rodri for pace. He goes on his right foot. And yeah, it's got to be an own goal surely. Yeah, they're focusing on Diaz here. He tries to obviously just hook it away and it bounces off him. It's so tough, that is. Really, really tough to deal with that, in all fairness, on your own line. And that is 2-1. What a time. And what a substitution. Oh, I've messed up. I've messed up big time. Bernardo Silva. Good save from Mendy. Just getting away for Fofana. He does so. And there it is, the full-time whistle. A fantastic win. Hakim Ziyech once again coming off the bench and grabbing a winner. He really is putting himself forward to be in this team full-time. And that is a fantastic win. It really is. Stats split down the middle. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. I felt like I had a lot of possession in that game. We passed it around the pitch really well. So to only have 50-50 is a surprise. But nevertheless, that is a fantastic win. And so with that in mind, Liverpool have dropped points in their previous game. They are now 2 points adrift of us. And it means that it is first versus second in this game. Wow. What a tie this is going to be. With regard to the lineup, surely we have to stick Hakim Ziyech in there. Now, Mason Mount also scored, so he will retain his place. Aubameyang actually gets dropped this time around and Sterling is going up front. Hopefully that can give us a little bit something in terms of pace going forward, but also help us to control the game as well and retain that kind of control. Oh, Thiago finding space. Through to Darwin Núñez. Salah on the rebound. And there it is, 1-0 early on. 12 minutes gone. And Mo Salah is the one to get onto the score sheet. It's a nicely worked goal from them, it has to be said. They find some good space. Lots of running off the ball. And we just can't keep up with them. Just constantly one step behind throughout that move. And Liverpool get the early advantage. Conte back out to Chilwell again. Here's an opportunity. Back to Sterling. And there it is. Against his former club. Another former club of Raheem Sterling's. And he gets the equaliser. Really nicely done. Ben Chilwell down the left-hand side, who is posing problems in this first half for Liverpool. And this time he gets the assist. Nice play from Conte. Slot it through to him. And then Sterling picking up good positions as he does so in the box many, many times. 1-1. Oh, that's lovely play. Hakim Ziyech! Just past the post, and what a response that would have been after equalising to then go a goal ahead. Nice, Ziyech. Catches Matip in possession. Can he get outside to Mason Mount? Yes, he can. Here's the opportunity now. Looking to hit them on the counter-attack. It's going to be tough to get through to Raheem Sterling. Mason Mount will go on his own, and Alisson makes the save. It's not the best of finishes, but it is a fantastic opportunity, and it only forces a corner. Mount. Outside to Chilwell, who's really having a fantastic game. Conte getting forward as well. Raheem Sterling, can he make it 2? Hits the bar, and it's another fantastic opportunity that goes begging. We've got to be taking one of these. Oh, a bit of a mess up there. Robertson looking to whip that one in. It's a strange cross, but they've still got the ball. Alexander-Arnold, Cucurella does well. Oh my God, that is unreal play. And it is sent through Raheem Sterling, who has a chance to finish it. And he has done so. 92nd minute. Raheem Sterling at the double against his former team. And what a goal that is. The build-up play is absolutely sublime. It is really spectacular stuff. And as you can see in front of the away end, I love these cinematic celebrations. I really do. They're absolutely fantastic. They need to show the full replay. They really do. We got to get that up because the build-up play is spectacular. It really is. Coming out from our own box, Cucurella wins it off Alexander-Arnold, and away we go. He gives it to Jorginho, or Mount even, then to Jorginho. Jorginho cuts back into Mount, and away we go again. Mount over to Chilwell, back to Mount, back to Ziyech. Look at that one-touch stuff. Really, really spectacular, and stems through Raheem Sterling and on his left foot. Brilliant finish. What a spectacular goal that is. So fun to score goals like that. It really is. And surely that's going to be full time. Yes, it is pretty much the final kick of the game. Raheem Sterling saves the day. What a fantastic win that is away against Liverpool. I am conscious that we have kind of won all 3 of these games. And so maybe it is a little bit too easy, and I should perhaps start looking at going a little bit more manual with regards to the controls. So that is something I'm going to look into. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the league table. 5 points clear. I really didn't expect that. Only 1 loss so far. So that is, yeah, brilliant. Really good. So into this next match against Forest, we're going to sim this one. I know some people don't like me simming games. We're not going to do it often as we did in the last episode, but we will do it occasionally. And that will include this game against Forest. Couple of changes to the lineup. Pulisic, Gallagher coming in. Thiago Silva's in as well, as is Mateo Kovacic. Sterling keeps his place up front after that last game. So let's see how this one goes. I'm expecting a win. And we do get one in the end. Mason Mount at the double with a brace, and it is a 2-0 victory. Really nice. Looks like they played very well as well. Some really good match ratings out on there, so that's very, very good. And then we come into our final game of the group stage against Salzburg. As we said, we only need a draw to qualify for the round of 16, so we are going to do this. A few changes. Ziyech, Gallagher coming in as well. Kovacic, Chalobah, Thiago Silva again. This time we are going to try to play the highlights. However, as someone suggested to me in the previous video, we're going to try attack only, because when it did go messed up in the last video, it seemed to be when we were defending. So we're going to try attack only and see how this goes. Solo run, 31st minute. Okay then, Armando Broja, let's go. Let's see what you've got. He doesn't have great pace, but he does have decent movement. Oh, can he cut back onto his left? Yes, he can. He'll go for goal, and it's just past the post. Really unlucky. Another solo run. This time we are 1 goal behind, so we need something here big time. Armando Broja. I could really do someone with a little bit more pace, actually. That was a mistake. Cuts back in. Reece James. Oh, that is a lovely finish. And there is the equaliser. We desperately needed that on the 42nd minute. Does well to get forward and support his striker. In the end, we couldn't do it on our own, but Armando Broja nevertheless does really well to set up that goal and hold the ball up nicely. Time for another attack in the 89th minute, and this is it. This is it. Oh, what? The defenders are all positioned. They're all over the place. Look at them. What are they doing? Amano Breuer sends it past the post. And there it is, full time. Well, like we said, we only needed a draw. And we did get it. So that is the most important thing. It does mean that we are through to the round of 16 in the Champions League. It was a little bit better, that is for sure, doing the play the attack highlights as opposed to playing the full highlights. So we could do that in the future. But there were still little issues that obviously are there that they really do need to fix quickly. So just confirm that Carney Chukwuemeka is going out to AZ Alkmaar on loan until the end of the season. So that will obviously go through in January. So fortunately, I can't give you a look at the Youth Academy because we've got no players in there. We've really struggled to find those top prospects, which was all part of design because ultimately we did go for the lower youth rated scouts. We still haven't been able to decide where we're going to send this scout. Everyone keeps coming at me with different nations, honestly. Like, every nation is different. There's a lot of talk about places like Brazil because that's where Todd Bully is maybe looking to expand, like buy another club. But I don't know. People were saying Italy as well. I think maybe we can go with that for now. We'll keep kind of rotating these as we go. So before we round this episode off, I want a quick talk about transfers. As we are now in December, we are approaching the January transfer window. Now, I'll be honest, I don't expect much movement in terms of signings in the January transfer window because I'd rather just try and go with what we've got for the rest of the season, really. However, there are a couple of moves I want to talk about. One, Milan Skriniar, his contract runs out at the end of the season. The thought of being able to sign him on a pre-contract deal, I really like it. Really like it. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like that signing? Is that something you could see Chelsea potentially doing? Obviously, we have Koulibaly, Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta could be in their final seasons, as obviously their contracts are running down. They're getting on now, so maybe there is another opening for a centre-back. So I want to know what you guys think. He's a top player, really suits the system. So let me know. We've also had people talking about Christopher Nkunku and also Victor Osimhen as well. There's talk that Nkunku is going to sign with Chelsea next summer. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on that happening in real life, and we'll go from there. I'll be honest, I'd rather we didn't sign him because he doesn't suit what we're looking for. Someone like Victor Osimhen suits much more. That is a perfect striker for Chelsea. So we'll wait and see. But like I say, I don't expect these guys to be coming in January. But let me know, as I said, on what you think about the signing on a pre-contract deal of Milan Skriniar. Remember to join us for the next episode, episode 4. We'll have games against probably Tottenham in the League Cup. And if we do get through that, then we'll show the semi-finals as well. And we'll also get into transfer window. And that should be interesting, to say the least. So make sure to come back for episode 4. And that's hopefully going to be a good one. As I mentioned at the start of the video, don't forget to check out my Patreon. The link to that is down below. Lots of fantastic perks and rewards on there, as well as subscribing to the channel and ring the bell so you get notifications every time I upload. Don't forget to check out my second channel. The link is down below, Brahma Plays, and give me a follow on Twitter. The link to that is also in the description. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it and want to see more. And don't forget to get at me with your career mode teams, the teams that you are playing on career mode with currently. Who was your first team on career mode, basically? Let me know in the comment section down below. And on that note, we're going to finish it there. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, I will see you soon.